Hi, I'm Emily of Emily's Line Fitness, and welcome to this lower body and arms workout using a Pilates ring or a magic circle. Today, we are going to be using this magic circle to add a little bit more intensity to the upper body while we perform some different lower body exercises. We'll go ahead and start laying on our back so you can come on down. From there, you're going to walk your feet about 2 of your own footprints away from your sits bones. These are the bones just the bottom of the pelvis that you sit on. From there, we'll reach our arms up towards the ceiling, and I want you to just let yourself melt down into the floor, allowing the top of the shoulder to drop back towards the mat here. Take a big inhale into the back and sides of your rib cage, and then on the exhale, we're going to begin by curling the pubic bone towards the face. Keep curling through the lower back, and then slowly pushing into all 4 corners of your feet. You're going to peel your spine away from the mat, finding your bridge position. Good. Hold that bridge here. See if you can plug your front hip points and your front hip points and front ribs, in towards one another here, rounding out your lower back and really trying to connect the base of the rib cage to the front of the pelvis. From there, inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to roll through the spine piece by piece, spine bone by spine bone, until we return back to the mat. Good. Inhaling at the bottom, exhale, curling pubic bone towards the face, and then peeling the spine one bone at a time, until you come all the way up into your bridge position. Nice. All right, so we're going to add the arms here. I want you to squeeze into the ring, and as you squeeze into the ring, think of the underside of both of your armpits trying to slide in towards one another. As you lift the hips, you're going to bend your elbows to 90 degrees or more, just reaching that ring towards the top of your head. And as you lower your hips, you're going to slowly extend the arms towards the ceiling, keeping the tension on the ring. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, roll through the spine, bend the elbows. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll through the spine, extend the elbows. Perfect. Now we're not moving to the beat of any music here. I'm not using music for this video because I really want you to get in tune to what's happening with your breathing. So you inhale into the back and sides of your rib cage here, rolling through your spine like a wave. Inhale, prepare, and then exhale, slowly rolling up. Perfect. Now notice if while you're doing this bridge position, you tend to open your knees towards the sides of the room. Can you imagine that you're holding a yoga block or a Pilates ball between your thighs, keeping those inner thighs attracted towards one another? So we don't want to squeeze the knees together, but rather we want those knees to be in line with our hip joint. So we're working in a perfectly parallel position. Good. Similarly, as you lower and extend the elbows, you might notice that the elbows tend to drop outward or drop inward. Can you keep those elbows directly in line with your shoulders, having enough pressure in on the ring to bring the wrists in line with the elbows, elbows in line with the shoulders beneath? In 4, we're going to hold the hips up, and we're just going to let those arms move. In 3, 2, hold your hips up, and now those arms are going to move a little bit faster. So you're going to extend the arms, squeeze in on the ring, bend the elbows, squeeze in on the ring. Stretch, squeeze, bend, squeeze. Stretch, squeeze, bend, squeeze. Now while the arms are moving, we're still thinking about what's happening in the lower body. Drawing the pubic bone even closer to your face here, curling those tailbones towards the backs of your knees. Last 5. We're going to keep the hips up in 4. We keep those hips up in 3, 2. Keep your hips up. Now you're going to take your ring into the left hand and bring that ring down onto the mat beside you. Now, when I look at the ring, I'm looking through the circle. So I don't have the ring turned on its side. I'm really looking directly through it. And I still have my left hand on that ring. Plug the left shoulder away from the ear. Inhale, exhale. You're going to float your left knee into tabletop. So left hand ring, left knee into tabletop. The right hand can come down to the mat. From there, you're going to press down into the ring as you pulse your hips up. Press down, pulse up, press down, pulse up for 8. You got it. 7, try to lengthen the left hip away from your left armpit. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding here. Just press, press, press on that ring for 8, for 7, for 6. You got it. 5. Last 4, 3, 2, lower the left foot down. Keep the hips high. Recommit, pubic bone to face, front hip points towards front of your rib cage. Pass the ring to the opposite hand. Make sure you're looking through the circle here. Right hand to the ring, left hand to the mat. Inhale, exhale, lift your right leg up. You're gonna press into the ring as you lift your hips higher. Let go slightly of the ring as you lower hips slightly. Lift, press, little lower release. Lift, press, little lower release. Good, and this is pretty advanced, right? We only have one foot supporting us. So if you feel a little bit unstable, you can always take that right foot and place it back down onto the mat. Try to open up the front of that left hip as much as you can. 8. Good. In 6, we're gonna hold everything up. In 4, 3, 2, hold everything up, and now just push down and down and down with that right hand for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5. We don't lower the hips just yet. 3, 2, lower the right foot. Reach your arms forward with that ring. Take your arms all the way overhead. Try to stretch the front of your body. Curl your tailbone towards the backs of your thighs even more. Inhale. And on the exhale, roll through your spine like a wave, coming all the way down. Nice. All right. From there, we're going to come onto our left sides. You're going to keep working with that ring underneath your right hand for now. Left forearm is going to come down to the mat. Left knee is underneath your left hip. Extend your right leg straight back behind you, and then open your right hip up to the ceiling, coming into this open, boxed off position. All right, holding here. Left knee underneath left hip. Left elbow underneath left shoulder. Right hand on top of the ring. Hug the right elbow in towards your rib cage. From there, flex your right foot. You're going to bend your right knee, bring your right knee in towards your elbow, and then extend your right leg long, kicking it towards the opposite side of the room. Inhaling, bend, and exhaling, stretch. You got it. Now, inhaling, bend, and exhaling, stretch. It's really easy in this exercise as you pull the right knee in towards your right elbow to round your back. I want you to think of keeping your spine totally still as you pull that right thigh in. So in fact, as the right leg comes closer, your tailbone continues to stretch away from the crown of your head. As your right thigh comes closer, your right hip continues to reach away from your right armpit as much as possible. Amazing. We're going to hold that right leg long in just a moment. Hug the left side of your waist away from the mat. You've got it. Less than 10 seconds. We're going to hold that right leg long. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Hold that right leg long. Now you're going to lift your right leg up a little bit higher. As you do, push down on the ring. Little lower of the leg, little release of the ring. Little lift of the leg, little press on the ring. Little lower, little lift. Little lower, little lift. Little lower, little lift. Good, that left shoulder sliding away from your left ear. You've got just 5. Last 4, we finish with a hold. In 3, in 2, last one, hold your right leg nice and high. Maybe you stay here, maybe you reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. We hold for 5. You've got it. Last 4, last 3, 2, 1, lower down. Last thing for this right side. Square yourself off towards the top of your mat. Step your right foot forward. Extend your left leg long. You're in this very, very low lunge position. Your right knee is going to be over your ankle in line with your middle toes. And your left hip needs to wrap forward. So when you think of your pelvis, both sides of your pelvis are square to the mat in front of you, or square to the ring. From there, you're going to take that ring and you're going to place the handle, the pad rather, just below your kneecap. There's a little notch underneath your kneecap. It should feel pretty comfortable here. Plug the armpits down your back here and widen your collarbones to the sides of the room to squeeze in on that ring. Inhale. On the exhale, tap your left toes in. Inhale, tap out. Exhale, tap in. Inhale, tap out. Tap in, tap out. Now, while you tap in and out, you're trying to minimize the shift of your pelvis forward and back. So I'm not stepping back, I'm stepping forward, right? That would be a little bit easy. We want to keep that right leg holding the majority of our weight as the left foot moves through its different positions. Whew. Good. Can you reach your heart a little bit further forward? Nice. Last 5. We're going to hold that left leg long. 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one, hold that left leg long. Push down on the ring as much as you can. Reach your heart forward. And now just those hands push down on the ring. For 8. For 7. Good. 6. Holding right leg strong. Last 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And lower down. Nice. All right, we do the second side. And then you're out of here. This is a quick one, folks. Bringing your right elbow to the mat. Forearm is parallel to the short edge of the mat here. Extend your left leg long behind you. Bam. Open your left hip up to the ceiling. Bam. And lift that left leg up as high as you can. Good. Now holding here, hug the right side, the one closer to the mat, away from the floor. Taking that ring in your left hand, hug the left elbow in towards your side. We'll flex the left foot here. You bend the left knee and extend the left leg. Oh, baby. Bend that left knee and extend the left leg. Wow, this is super intense, not just for the moving side, right, your left side, but also for the stabilizing side. Those right hips are feeling it. All right, so while the left leg comes in, you're thinking of stretching your body in 2 different directions. You can think roof of mouth away from bottom of pelvis, right? That's how tall you're getting in this position. If you hate the ring, just bring your left hand to the floor. You don't need the ring to make this an effective movement, not at all. In and out. You got a little less than 20 seconds. In and out. Whew, just 10 seconds to go. We're going to hold that left leg long. Can you get a little bit higher? Can you draw those abdominals in a little bit more? 3, 2, hold your left leg long. Now you lift the left leg, push down on the ring, little release. Lift, push on the ring, little release. Lift, push, little release. Lift, push, little release. For 5. Good. Last 4. We hold it up in 3. Last 2. Last one, hold the left leg lifted. Now option to stay here, option to reach that left arm up to the ceiling. Can you widen your collarbones? Show me the chest. Good. For 5, for 4, 3, 2, and release. All right, last little bit. We're going to step that left foot forward. Bam. Right leg goes long. Lift your torso. Now, check out your left knee, right? It's over the ankle. It's in line with the middle of the foot. You're going to take that soft pad, place it just below the kneecap. Both of your hands come to the opposite side of the ring. Plug the shoulders down and away from your ears. Reach your sternum, the center of your rib cage forward, and try to lengthen your tailbone away from the backs of your thighs. Yeah? Let's move. Tap the right toes in, tap out, in, tap out. As you tap out and in, trying to minimize the shifting of the weight. It's that left leg that's holding all of that tension. Now, check yourself out in the mirror if you can, or simply feel, right? If you are in a rounded position in your back, take that ring even higher on top of your left thigh. We want to have the ring basically only as low as you can keep your spine long. So I'm doing a lot of extra work here to reach the center of my chest forward and upward, as opposed to rounding my chest, right? That would be a lot easier. Nice. All right, my ring is sliding down on this side. I don't know why. Last 5, we're gonna hold the right foot out. In 4, in 3, last 2, last one, hold the right leg out. Now just those arms squeeze down on that ring. 4, 8. Good, keep pressing down on the ring. Shoulders away from the ears, collarbones wide. Good, lengthen the chin away from the front of your chest. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Nice job. Let us stretch out those hips. It's a quick one today, right? We're just getting in, getting out, and moving on with the rest of the day. Crossing the left foot across your right knee, opening your chest. You can stay here or maybe wiggle side to side. Whew. All right, nice work, everybody. I certainly felt that didn't take long, really. And then switching sides. Left foot goes down, right leg across. Ooh, shifting side to side. Perfect. Releasing that right leg down. Nice job. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Great work with that lower body and upper body routine with the Pilates ring. If you're looking for more of this light prop work, let's say a ring, let's say a ball, I'll go ahead and link you to one of my playlists. If you like this workout, then I recommend you subscribe to my channel. It's Emily's Line Fitness, and I have new videos coming out every single week. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.